7 tips to getting your ex back today. If you've been in a relationship for a long time, it can be very difficult to deal with. You want a second chance with them but don't know how they'll react. The prospect of the unknown can make many people not attempt to get their ex back at all. That may seem hard to believe with how much you want them back now, but the moment of truth can be a scary thing for some. There's no reason to stress about this if you already know what works. Take action, and do it. Some of these may seem obvious, but that's because sometimes the simplest of things can have a big effect. One small change can affect something further down the line and help put your plan into motion. By using a combination of these or all of them, you can greatly increase their power and really get them noticing you quickly. Tip number 1. A night out with your friends. You'll find you need this anyway, but an effective way to get your ex back is to party with your friends for a night or two. You need to try to have some fun and word could get back to them about how good you're taking the breakup. Tip number 2. Keep looking good. Don't let the breakup cause you to become lazy and unkempt. Keep your appearance up and your ex will notice the confidence that also comes with looking good. Tip number 3. Work out. This goes hand in hand with looking good, but working out is also very therapeutic and helps you work through the pain of the breakup in its own way. Tip number 4. The no contact rule. Unless you can't otherwise avoid it, have no contact with your ex for at least a month. This will give you both time to simmer down and think about the relationship. This break period is one of the most important steps in getting your ex to come back to you. Tip number 5. Apologize to your ex. Your ex needs to know that you're on their side no matter what. The apology has to be sincere and heartfelt, otherwise your ex may get nothing out of it and remain distant. It doesn't matter if you think you were right or wrong in the argument. The main goal of the apology is so your ex will understand you'll be there and support them, even through rough times like this. Tip number 6. Start a new hobby. For a while you're going to need to distract your mind from your ex in order to think clearer later. A new hobby is a perfect way to divert your mind this way. This isn't a sprint, it's a marathon to get your ex back, so while you're thinking it over you can give your mind a well-needed rest by learning something new. Tip number 7. Plan. It's vitally important you have a plan to get your ex back. Deciding you're going to make it up as you go along or wing it is a terrible idea that can spawn some unneeded and unwanted fights that can only push you further away from your ex. You also need to stick to it and see it through, fighting through discouragement if it doesn't seem to be working at first. There's more ways than this to get your ex to come back to you, and even ways to get them to chase you instead. For them to work, you've got to put yourself in the right mindset and know you're going to succeed. Not everyone succeeds in getting their ex back, but armed with these tips you've already increased your chances more than most people out there. Do you want a step-by-step plan to get your ex back? The Magic of Making Up is the book that will help you finally find the answers you're looking for. This book is written for anyone that wants to get their ex back. Either a guy trying to get his ex-girlfriend back, or a girl trying to get them ex-boyfriend back. This book will give you an easy 30-day step-by-step plan to follow. Here's some of the things you will discover in this book. Number 1. How to get your head on straight. Use a fast-forward technique and get instant relief from emotional breakup pain and depression. You can feel better within minutes. Number 2. Do they still care? Discover the telltale clues your ex leaves that says you still have a special place in their heart, and I don't care what they say. This is all you need to look for, period. Number 3. Are they with someone else now? Why this is not nearly as catastrophic as it first appears. Number 4. When to apologize and when you shouldn't. In the right circumstance, just one good apology will land you back in their arms. Other times an apology will blow up in your face and hurt your chances. Number 5. The fastest and shortest path, bar none, back into their heart, mind and soul. This is so counterintuitive it may never occur to you. Number 6. Wish you could start over? Take away hurtful things you said? Turn back time? Using a combination of the clean slate method and breaking the pattern method, you can quickly and easily turn back time. Number 7. The instant reconnect technique. I almost didn't include this one because it may be too potent. It is psychological judo and will trick your ex-lover's mind into thinking you are still together. This is subconscious and there is no defense against it. Number 8. Exactly what to say and what to do to get your ex back on a date. Number 9. Decisions you should actually put off until you are back together. Number 10. Afraid you will just start fighting again once you're back together? How to diffuse arguments before they start. You will learn this and a whole lot more with the magic of making up. For more information, click on the link to the right, or go to www.getexgirlback.com/4.